Hello folks, welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Wow, today a very hot day. A very hot day. Not because of the price action, because we are still on track. You remember that was actually what we are doing right now, and I expected, here's the POC, here's the trend line. I said here we will go up to that line here. That's 19,270. And then we will go down back to 19, make a little bounce because here's the POC, to retest the POC, fail, and then go down. That's what I said. Maybe we will maintain a little bit more, but then go down. That's my expectations and that's my straight strategy. So at the moment it was very accurate. So we break out to the downside, we bounced here on the trend line, so we retested the POC to the upside, and now we are pushing up. In my opinion, that's a dead cat bounce, and it will end afterwards at 19,000 and so on and so forth. And in my opinion, the next goal is 18.5. Then we need to see what's going to happen. That's one topic I just wanted to mention in my initial comment, and that's the good one. The second one, I need to calm down a little bit because I'm really pissed. I'm really pissed because I don't get some people. I really don't get some people. And the good thing is that 99% of my followers are not thinking in that way, like some others, the 1%. Those where I'm going to block them anyway, sooner or later. As you know, Inspocrypto is an analyst. So I'm analyzing the markets, and the market is not an isolated island somewhere far away from the reality. It's part of it. So as we know, economy has of course effect to the market, because the key here is money. Money flows in, that's bullish. Money flows out, that's bearish. It's really simple. And what we are doing here is to figure out if the money is coming in or if the money is coming out. But if we want to know and to forecast if more money can go out or go in, flow out, we also need to analyze other kind of informations. So, for example, monetary policy. We have seen monetary policy has a direct impact to the market. Economical data. We know economical data has an impact and can have an impact to the markets. Military conflicts. Of course, military conflicts will have a direct impact to the economy and to the monetary, indirectly to the monetary policy and to the markets. So it's obvious when you are an analyst, market analyst, that you are going to try to figure out and to check and to cover every kind of information. I have tweeted about today a potential worst case scenario. And I received very emotional comments and DMs. Hey, Inspo, you shouldn't quote people like him and focus more on crypto and talk less about politics. Okay. Or I hope we will have peace there. Comment, you are a coward. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm a coward. I'm just making this statement for just those 1% of followers I have. I don't care about you. I don't care about you. If you don't accept my opinion, if you don't accept my analysis, then unfollow me, because I don't care about you. I know every military conflict is very emotional. Everyone. But when I talked about Haiti, nobody cared. When I'm talking about Ukraine and Russia, I receive messages and feedbacks from everywhere. Oh, we need to defend everything. And I'm fine with that. I love democracy. I hate war. I love peaceful society. I think our goal, and we deserve it, is peace, wealth, and health. That's my vision. So I don't like absolutely wars and military conflicts. And I don't like the governments who are both playing together. And I'm very sad for the civilians. Absolutely very sad. And I said that many times. But if you don't accept my opinion and my analysis, then go away. Okay? Then go away. Because then Inspocrypto is not the right account for you. I will always make unbiased analysis about Ukraine, Russia, about Azerbaijan and Armenia, about Syria, about Israel and Iran, about Serbia, about China and Taiwan, about Haiti, about, wow, we have so many and nobody cared. Just only when it comes to Ukraine and Russia. So, I'm German. We had a lot of wars in our country, and we initiated a big one, a very terrible one. We killed millions. And do you think someone won this war? No, not even the US or the Allies. They didn't. We all lost. Some fathers in the US, their childs. Some mothers, also their childs. And husband. And fathers. Like in Canada, like in France, like in Poland, where we bombed everything. We killed people. Not only Jews, we killed a lot of people. So I know very well, not only because it was my focus in my study, I know very well what it means, a military conflict and a war. And I can just tell you, nobody will win this war. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Because the civilians will pay the bill. The governments, if they see that the enemy is front of the door, they will escape. I can tell you, because that's what they always did. And they will do that. So please, if you are someone that can't make a difference between virtuality and reality, so if you think ego shooting is nice and funny to kill other people, it's okay. I like ego shooters as well. Sometimes with friends, I'm playing ego shooters. But I know the difference between pixels and real life. That's my comment. So please, if you can't accept my analysis, if you are too emotional, unfollow me. It's the best way you can do, and you can make me a favor as well. And those who sent me, and I blocked them already, And some of them, I know them because they are following me since a while. And I guess you are watching my analysis right now. I hope you stop to that. And if I know that you are here right now on YouTube watching my analysis, and I can block you, I will block you there as well. Because as a Democrat, I have my principles. And to forbid me to say or to make a statement, an unbiased statement, an analysis, it's not part of my principle and not acceptable. Just to make it clear. So let us go forward and let us start to talk about the market. So let us check and go forward and look. What did Bitcoin? Yes, very accurate. My exactly the level I have said just before, 19,270, rejected, and now we go back to the trend line, have a little bounce to retest the POC, and then good night. So, but however, let us go and check what's happening to the weights ratio. The weights ratio 30 days moving average still looking, the trend is obviously intact. So I would, my expectations would be here to go a little bit more down, maybe today, tomorrow, and then go up a little bit more. And then we need to see. But right now also indicating here, it doesn't look that great, to be honest. So also indicating sell preparation, as mentioned yesterday as well. It doesn't automatically mean we will nuke. I mean, my expectations are still, in my opinion, very realistic. I don't think we will see a crazy new bottom at 12K, 13K, 14K. I would like to see a retest of 17.6 to close this chapter and then to go up. That would be, in my opinion, the best case. Because then we can close the chapter. We had the retest, we didn't break to the downside, everything is fine. We have actually an higher resolution time frame, a double top and a double bottom, and then let's go, let us start. Even I think that in the beginning of November, it's going to be a little bit more pain because of the interest rate decision and also because of the midterm elections and the US. But, you know, we need to see. Let us go forward. And that's going to be even more interesting, in my opinion. Because the weights ratio 30 hours moving average, it's clearly, here 90 is very critical. Afterwards, it declined, it's lifting up once again. That's what's happening. So they are pushing and sending more Bitcoins to centralized exchanges just to, to sell, distribute, and to push the price a little bit more down with quick accumulation. Then like they did, that's why I expected that could bounce a little bit. We will see. I mean, we are not done. Maybe it's just from here just bouncing again, but I don't think so. However, at the moment, everything looks like they want to push the price more down. Now we will see that the stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges are lifting up, and this one is big. It's 110 millions, but the reference, because we have references in the past. The problem here is centralized exchanges. I'm noticing since I have mentioned that many times, especially on Binance, we are seeing bigger outflows every day. And these exchanges need to refill this they need to refill this stablecoin reserves, because if we have a sell-off, they will demand more stablecoins. So for example, on Binance, we know they don't have a USD pair. They have only USDT, USDC, BUSD pairs, but they don't offer and provide USD pairs. So the consequence is people will convert their Bitcoin, Quant, whatever, what kind of asset they will have, they will convert in stablecoins instead. So means a higher demand. In case they are expecting such kind of big rally, it would happen exactly the same because a higher demand is expected. Why? Well, people come in with fiat like USD. They need to convert just these fiat and stablecoins to buy, for example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. So also both, in my opinion, are indicating that a big price move is going to happen. As you know, just because of the options, of the metrics, wealth ratio, and so on and so forth, are much more bearish at the moment than bullish, but not hardcore bearish, not indicating we will make 5 or 10,000 to the downside. They can surprise us like they did with 24K. Some of you know I was calling since last year, we will see 24K, we will see 24K, we will see 24K. People laughed at me and they said we will never see a price below 30K, and we did 17.6. So they didn't only surprise those guys, they also surprised me, who was very bearish since last year. So why I think that's negative, why I think that doesn't look bullish, it's because of that here. Our stablecoin supply is declining more and more and more. So that means that they are burning more stablecoins. Less in general, the big money is leaving in the market. And that's not bullish at all. So of course we can make a quick push up, but that doesn't look like. And I will show you later on, we had such kind of scenario in the past where we went up, afterwards down. We received a lot of stablecoins. It was 150 millions, and we went even more down to absorb the dip. And I think it's exactly going to happen again. At the moment, the wealth ratio 1/0 is at 88. So not indicating anything big. That's why we are not noticing a big sell pressure at the moment. So usually it should go up, hitting 90, also here 97, 98. And that's where then we see, for example, also here that the price is declining. That's it. Let us go forward. So then let us see what's happening here, for example. Yesterday it was very interesting. First of all, I have tweeted about that, and I like CryptoQuant. I love CryptoQuant. Without all their data, it wouldn't be really possible, for me at least. I'm not using Glassnode, so or any other, not yet, any other app, but it wouldn't be possible to have all this insightful information. What I don't get is why even the CEO of CryptoQuant tweeted about the big 48,000 Bitcoin outflow from yesterday on Coinbase, and he almost confirmed that this transaction was valid. While usually in such kind, when I'm noticing such a big outflow or inflow, it doesn't matter. When you see 40, 30,000 Bitcoins or even 20, I use at least another separate neutral source to confirm it. Because they are using algorithm to detect such kind of movements. And also their algos could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time, by the way. So for me, I just feel comfortable with such inflows, outflows when I can verify this transaction with a neutral separated source. And I couldn't. That's why I said yesterday, I would like to wait the confirmation by CryptoQuant, because I didn't find this transaction in any other source. And today a neutral different source mentioned with, and they brought the evidences as well, that it was an internal operation by Coinbase. They swapped the 48,000 bitcoins in different other smaller wallets, and that was an internal one. They even published the wallets involved in this operation. So I really don't know why CryptoQuant still think that this internal operation is valid, and it was, like he said, an outflow to institutionals. I really don't know, but as mentioned, I didn't find any other source that could confirm what CryptoQuant said. At the same time, I can confirm the 8,800 bitcoins we received also related to Coinbase. I really don't know what happened on Coinbase yesterday. I really don't know, but my results after yesterday, I can say we received 8,800, but we didn't have an outflow, a valid outflow of 48,000 bitcoins. Even then, people would say that's bullish. People are buying. What do you think? When the price goes up, what do you think what's happening? That's not sellers. That's not like negative acceleration. That doesn't exist here in the market. You buy, that's bullish. You sell, that's bearish. Okay? And we have some green candles. We have a lot of green candles, meaning people are buying. So if we see, of course, 30,000 Bitcoin outflows, it means that this particular wallet or trader was maybe accumulating all the Bitcoins he were purchased maybe in a time frame or time window of 3 months and taking out right now all these Bitcoins. Is that bullish? Maybe long term, because we don't know the nature of this trader now. Well, maybe it's an institutional, maybe it's a hedge fund, maybe it's just to buy, to dump all these Bitcoins few weeks later because he want to buy a lot of CME shorts. We don't know that. So we need to be careful, but at least we can say that the information yesterday was unfortunately not solid. But good to me that I always confirm all these big transactions with a separated and neutral source. Okay, that's it. Another thing. Right now, of course, we can see that Bitcoin inflows are lifting up once again. So 100 Bitcoins, it's not big. Absolutely not big at all. We had here bigger outflows. Right now, we have a gap in favor of inflows. So we have less inflows in the last hour than less outflows in the last hour than inflows. But we have received this morning, midnight, 111 millions in stablecoins to spot exchanges. And usually, I would say, that's bullish. That's really bullish. But we have references. And we need to check what does that mean, because that's what I explained. When I see that they are refilling, so when 120, 150 millions are coming in, does that mean automatically that they are going to buy? No, we just need that the exchanges, it seems, and that's why they are refilling, they are expecting a bigger demand. So I have said I will show you another example where something similar happened and what was the consequence. You remember this pump and dump. That was a fake rally. We started at 18,500. We went up to a local top of almost 23k. That was 20,800. Afterwards, the market maker sent just 12,000 bitcoins and they nuke it. They nuke it very well. When we reached our level of almost 20k, that was 19,800, we started to receive a lot of stablecoins. But why? Some people started to say, wow, that's bullish. And I was struggling, because we had such kind of move also here, for example, before. So yeah, what happened? We did a bigger dip afterwards. We did this one. So this one is, in my opinion, connected to this one. They knew something will happen, and that wasn't here the local bottom. So they sent stablecoins to exchanges to be prepared and to absorb the dip as much as they can. And in my opinion, based on Wales ratio and so on and so forth, it's happening once again, because we didn't receive more than 100 millions in stablecoins since mid of September. So in my opinion, that's a little bit confirmation that a bigger dip is going to happen once again. When I'm talking a bigger dip, I'm not talking about $500. I'm not talking about 10,000. I'm not talking about 14,000. I'm talking about it's potentially possible that from here we go down to 18.5. We will evaluate the situation again and maybe even retest our area of 17.6. And then we need to see. I don't have a crystal ball. If they want to make 15K, that's okay. Then they will do that. Okay, they surprised me with 24K as well this year, so why not? They can do it. However, it looks like they are well prepared for the bigger next dip and to buy them like they did last time. So I guess 18.5, 18,000, that range should be the next step. That's it. Usually I just need few minutes for this chapter here, but this time I had just to explain a little bit more. I'm sorry. So futures, what's happening here? Well, yesterday, that would be, let us start not yesterday but 2 days ago, went up, declined, went up, and it's declining right now. Of course, because the price is declining. And open interest did something similar. Let me take the yellow color. Up, down, maintain, and up. So money is coming in, and leverage ratio up, down, up. So at the moment, also here front running. But however, open interest indicating money is coming into the futures market, while at the moment demanding more shorts, but they were demanding more longs. And we will check blockchain whispers afterwards. That matches very well. So let me check here. We don't have today absolutely big outflow, but no big inflow coming into stablecoin related futures. And yeah, I would say a little bit more activity than just over the weekend, and even last week. I'm not sure. I think it's really similar. However, it's not big at all. Absolutely not. We had this night, we had a bigger outflow, so that was here almost 10,000 bitcoins. And right now Bitcoin's coming in, but not big at all. So in the last hour, 2,000 Bitcoins, for example. So yeah, that's it. That's absolutely it. So if we check here, that's a 1 hour time frame. You can see that, for example, leverage ratio maintains very close to its all-time high, while open interest went up in the last 2 days, and now it's declining, or at least yesterday, because it's delayed. And we can check the 1 hour time frame, but I would say that's absolutely enough. I mean, yesterday nothing big happened. They liquidated 800 bitcoins in longs and 255 in shorts, and that's it. So I wouldn't spend a lot of time here, to be honest. The only thing is funding rate, once again, it's lifting up. So if we check that, we can see that it takes a little bit, or let us make, maybe that makes more. You can see that here. That, for example, funding rate is lifting up. That's the aggregated, meaning they are longing more than shorting. If we take a look, for example, to the Binance one, we see the funding rate right now declining a little bit, but maintains relatively high. Open interest leverage ratio declined, and right now both are lifting up. So that's what we see here. BitMEX 69 to 31. I mentioned several times, don't feel comfortable at any price level. Only because we did 6 times 19k and we bounced there doesn't mean that's going to happen again. I want you. The same for bears. Those who think 20,000 is a great opportunity to short, be careful. I mark my words. We will long at 19 and we will nuke. We will short at 20 and we will push up very hard. Mark my words, it's going to happen. I'm absolutely convinced that will happen, like they did last time, for example. We remember people here longing like hell. What happened afterwards? The same here. What happened afterwards? We went more up. They started here just to short once again because they were expecting, okay, we are maintaining right now. Boom, up. We went down. Oh, I'm shorting. We will go down. And once again. So that's, in my opinion, what should happen very soon. Maybe then when we are going to close our phase, our bearish phase, and we can start to lift up and, to see a little bit of light at the end of the street. Let me refresh the site. Yeah, more longs are coming, less shorts are coming. Once again here, Ethereum looking healthy. Some people likes to use the total balance or ask me about Bitfinex. Well, Bitfinex always had more longs. In my opinion, they hedge. So they sell spot, but they long with low leverage. And that's why we have such a big amount of longs. We had that in the past as well. When they start then afterwards to lift up, they close their longs and they start to when they start to buy, they close their longs, and then afterwards when they start to distribute once again, they start to long again, and so on and so forth. That's what they like to do. But at the moment it's always mainly at 2 billion. Sometimes we have 2,200,000,000, but I don't care. I really, to be honest, I don't care about Bitfinex. I don't care about BitMEX. I just care about Binance because it has the biggest liquidity. Someone asked me if on DM I didn't reply yet, so I'm sorry if you are watching right now my analysis. I need to reply to you. He asked me, hey, since a while we have a huge volume. Why? Well, because mainly all exchanges like FTX, Bitfinex, Binance, I don't know, Kraken, I think as well, they just launched a zero fee promo for spot. So a lot of wash trading is happening at the same time. Even they try to prevent that, but it's almost impossible in my opinion. So a lot of wash trading happening, and of course the volume is lifting up. So nothing big. Let us check what's happening here related to Kingfisher. Kingfisher, give me a blue, give me a blue, give me a blue, give me a blue, give me blue. Oh no, red. I don't like red. I hate red. I know it's the color of passion, but I don't know, I don't like red. And sport, it's very aggressive. However, okay, that looks crazy. That looks really interesting. So actually we don't have anything very close to the current price, and we can go up to 22k, or we can go down to 17.5. I like that. Yeah, why not? Let me make and play my scenario, brother. Let us make 76 and close the chapter, then up only. That will be great. That will be great. And I talked to okay. I don't think that Bitcoin is going to make a huge step in 2023. That's my personal opinion. And Maxis can say, "Oh, Inspo, once again, we know you don't like Bitcoin." No, you are wrong. You are absolutely wrong. I like Bitcoin. That's absolutely wrong. I really like Bitcoin. But, in my opinion, a lot of stuff is happening that's not pro-Bitcoin. Unfortunately, MiCA regulation, where they want to control the energy consumption of miners. If you take a look to the nodes involved to Bitcoin and you compare the node counts in Europe and the node counts in the US, for example, good luck. If the European regulators start to cut the power to European miners, what do you think are these miners going to do next? To say, we will wait now, when the market is going to cool down and the energy crisis will be over? Nope. They will start to sell Bitcoins to survive. That's absolutely normal. And maybe they will try to spend more money to make an isolated power station, for example. I know in Norway, for example, some bigger miner companies are providing such kind of possibilities and options. So that could be possible, but an investment needs money. And if you don't have money, you need to generate money. Usually they will start to sell. So it's not bullish. In my opinion, my bet is on altcoins. I think that many altcoins, as soon as Bitcoin starts to lift up and to go up above of 25k, they will explode. They will, I think, even we will have a lot of blood next year and 2024. I think a lot of altcoins will make a lot of progress in the next month. A lot of progress. A lot. Well, we'll see if I'm right. But mark my words, if you want to place a big bet, if you think 100%, 150% it's enough, then it's cool. That's something where I say, yeah, can happen on Bitcoin. But if you want to make much more, I think altcoins looks much better. It's my personal opinion. So even I think Ethereum could go up like hell. But just mention, it's my personal opinion, okay? So that's my trade strategy, just mentioning that. Well, let us take a look what FTX is doing here. And I need to mention that I like Bitcoin. I really like Bitcoin, but the problem I see since last year is that the political agenda, the green agenda is not compatible. And we are seeing that World Economic Forum demanding a code change on Bitcoin to make it POS. Now the European Commission and the European regulators where with Mika they will have the right just to cut the power, for example. I mean, it's obvious what they have in mind. It's really obvious. So what we see, structure here, perfect. What we see here, it doesn't match. Not really. Not really. I mean, here maybe, yeah, but not really. Maybe a little bit, yeah. However, liquidations volume on FTX still not rising. So yeah, it's also here the same. So they need to go up to 28.5 if they want to liquidate big. Otherwise, here to 17.5. I think it's at least the Kingfisher is indicating us that doesn't look great. So what's happening here? Well, we can see that FTX is not doing anything. Absolutely anything. Really, absolutely anything. While, and that's the most important and interesting thing, is up, down, up, now down, but look what futures are doing. Or Bitcoin collateral, it looks a little bit different. A little bit. Why are these guys shorting? I don't know really. I really don't know. And mostly shorting bigger with futures, stablecoin futures, instead of Bitcoin. Also very interesting. I mean, it makes sense for me, but... So, Binance. What is Binance doing? Ooh, nothing. Distribution, pure distribution. That's everything what they are doing here. They distributed even more than before. So, nothing. Bitfinex, okay. They started to buy. I don't know why. I mean, it's not big at all. We are just talking about almost 240 bitcoins in CBD, so that's really not big. And let us see what Coinbase is doing. I really don't know, but usually up only. Yes, great. That's Coinbase. I mean, not big at all as well. 330 in CBD, but I mean, Coinbase doesn't have that big volume anymore, so yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's up. So net. Now let us go forward and check what's happening related to the entities. Retailers, a little bit nervous. It seems they are reducing their balances. These guys here not doing anything at the moment. These guys here not doing anything at the moment. These guys here declining. That's surprising me a little bit. But well, I mean, they went up and started to distribute at 19,700. So yeah, why not? We know they buy the dip, they sell the top, and so on and so forth. And the market maker entities reduced its balances and lifted up once again. Do you think that's positive? I can tell you it's not, because they are, in my opinion, going to reduce these balances even more. That's what they like to do close before they start to dump. Afterwards, they will reduce how much they did here. 10,000. Let me check. I need to refresh the site. Yeah. They 4,883,000 bitcoins, and 4,880. Yeah, it matches perfectly. So they lifted up, or they increased their balances by 10,000 bitcoins, and I would be extremely careful here because they like to do that every time. When they did that, it's like, for example, here afterwards they reduced even more the balances. We need to see, but if that plays out, pain is coming. And of course, they absorbed some bitcoins from centralized exchanges. That's why those entities are reducing their balances at the same time. So let us check here. The market maker was very active in the last recent time. Yeah, still, but not big at all, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they use different sources. So unfortunately, CryptoQuant still here showing this 48,000 bitcoins and outflows. So yeah, not really. And the activity on centralized exchanges declining more and more and more. Miners lifting up once again, but not big, maintains relatively low. And yeah, Binance and OTC activity here indicating whatever they are indicating. At the moment, nothing, just showing fund flow. So that's it. Let us go forward. So exchange walls, look what Coinbase is doing. Do you think that's that's bullish? First of all, they are reducing close to our price just liquidity here at 18,500 and almost let the price go down to 18k. While, and we will go now and check that, you can see what they are doing. Look, that's crazy. So good luck to push up the price. Good luck. I mean, of course they can take them out, but that's what they are doing here, creating our walls. So, while it seems they just at the moment controlling the price, let the price here between both. I mean, that's Coinbase, and that's big in volumes. It's really strange to see that, but also strange to see that they reduce their liquidity here and they are waiting at 18,000. So yeah, what should I say? It doesn't look very promising for bulls at the moment. Deribit not doing anything new, still waiting at 19, almost 20k, and that's it. That's Bitstamp also waiting at 18.3 since yesterday. Also reduced sell orders to the upside even here, so nothing big. Yeah, nothing big. Reinforcing here something, but really absolutely nothing big. Well, I mean, it's Bitstamp. It's not big volume. So Binance, what's happening on Binance? Looks very similar to Coinbase. They are also here limiting the way up very close to the price, so 19.7 and so on and so forth. So no, look that. I mean, no chance, in my opinion, with the weak bulls to go up, while at the moment at 19k waiting. So my forecasted price action is still playing out very well, and they will reduce, or someone is going to push the price a lot down, and we will go to 18.5, maybe have a bounce there, and maybe even go down to 18k like Coinbase would like to go, it seems. Bitfinex waiting at 18.6. That's it. Well, that's not it, as you can see also here, but it's not big at all. They like to do it. So also here, nothing big. FTX perp, they removed here liquidity, but it's at 17. I don't know why they are doing it. At the moment here, also controlling the price. That's not walls. We have, I guess, that's a wall at 18.8 and another one at 19, but I'm not sure if that's a wall, to be honest, because the price is here. That's a wall at 20k, and yeah, that's it. OKEX spot, nothing. Kraken spot. Also here, look. They reinforce the sell orders here. So, yeah. They have, and I'm not sure, yeah, also here. Also around 18.5, a little bit more down. So I think the dip is going to happen. Bybit, BitMEX, nothing. Binance Futures, yeah, they are really just here, as you can see. They are maintaining the price, and that's a lot of long orders waiting here, a lot, until 18.5. So it wouldn't surprise me if we go down to 18.5. Usually when we see that, like here for example, we can see that here. When we see that they are pushing with longs, usually the price reacts. Then it maintains, and then it goes down. Well, in that case, I don't know, nobody did any pressure, but at the moment here it looks like they want to push more to the upside, but the spot looks completely different. Bitfinex derivatives, nothing. Kraken futures, nothing. OKX futures, nothing. And last but not least, FTX. And FTX, that's FTX spot. Wow, we need to... Okay, FTX spot, once again, doing very strange things, reinforcing here. Also crazy, I mean, between the current price and 18 nothing. Below 18,000 they start to bring some volume on the table, and they are still limiting the way up between 19,800 and 20k, but nothing big happening here. Reinforcing 14,200, I don't know why. I guess some people, they are just trying. Maybe it happens, I don't know. I really don't know why they are doing it, but that's it. Let us go forward.